Yeah, the fatigue is settling in. I'm not gonna lie, man. Fatigue is settling in, man. I was doing little Q&A joints. I don't even think those are like that. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. But utilizing the seasons here, utilizing just the weather and being outside. I mean, like I say, it's getting cold, but we have these dry days, so I got to take advantage of, saying playing basketball, working out for the live stream. If I'm not doing that, just sit there, wrap it up, check in, because I was seeing the numbers drop, and I was like, I'm so close to 3,000, I can't slow down now. You know what I mean? We just got to get there. You know what I'm saying? We damn near, we right around the corner from 1,800. So it's like where we're gonna get the 12,000 from, 1,200, excuse me. Where we're gonna get the 1,200 from. You know what I'm saying? Everything we're doing already, combined with just staying on top of things, doubling up every day. So like I said, I give myself those windows, man. You got to get over the 40 mark, get over that, and just get it in. Truancy hour joints, those don't do much. Some of the video game stuff, they don't do much. The Final Fantasy stuff, that'll get a view here and there, but it's not really people sticking around. But the lives, man, like I said, this is the one. You guys do as many as you can throughout the day, throughout the weeks. One and twos, man. Get the more than twos added up. Because the data is collected from 5 days ago. Like, we're in November now, man. Think about this. We're in November. The idea is like within 6 months. Within 6 months, you got to create a certain amount of numbers per day. I'm doing the math right now. If I did 6 times 30, I got like 6 hours per day times 30, man. What am I trying to say? 6 times 3 is 180 plus the 0. I mean, yeah, you get what I'm trying to say, man. I'm just doing the math here. So whether it's a 5 or a 3, like, I'm just being mindful of it. You got to utilize as much time as possible. You know what I'm saying? If necessary, we go back to chasing them viral moments, talk about the finals, the World Series, things like that. Post World Series chat, things like that. You know what I mean? Post finals chat, post game, whatever. There was just a fight on TV. Talk about the fight, just little things like that, man. But because at the end of the day, it's like people will have channels that are getting views, but not necessarily monetization, and it's really interesting because, like, I think about this sometimes. I don't want to go by. I don't want to say go by the wayside, but like get lost in the sauce of all of this, where just the channel itself, there's a lot of hard work that doesn't necessarily get taken care of. But a lot of times these intentions create fatigue, man. What's going on, Jay? Am I reading that correctly? Jay, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you guys dropping in. Everyone that dropped in, appreciate it. Appreciate you guys hitting the like. Appreciate you guys just dropping in, supporting whoever that is, whoever that may be. I'm saying? A lot of people, some people just like and go. I appreciate that shit, man. There's nothing, I can't be, what's it called? There's no way I'm ungrateful for none of that, man. But that's the other side of it, is like I have to consistently put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Sit there and just hop on the live. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't doing that, we resting. If we're not doing that, we're going to work. If we're not at work, we're creating more stuff and everything in between. You know what I'm saying? An hour or two here and there, all that starts to add up, man. That's the compounding right there, man. How am I doing? I'm feeling a bit of the fatigue lately, as of right now. So hopefully I'm able to go home and get some rest. But I got some stuff to take care of. We got laundry that we got to do. We got laundry that things we got to fold and whatnot. Laundry to dry, fold, and then just like getting the work pants ready for the week type stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I got specific uniform that I got to wear, or a code of conduct kind of thing, or whatever. Got to wear that stuff throughout the week. So I got all that in the wash. So when I go home, just throw it in the dryer. And it's been sitting there for a minute, or not a minute, but since like 12, whenever I left the house or whatever. And we're gonna take care of that. You know what I mean? What's going on, Jackson? Appreciate it. Appreciate everyone dropping in, man. I'm just chopping it up, man. I'm trying to get all the stuff underway. Remember that you are loved. I appreciate it, man. I gotta sometimes I get too caught up in the work. You know what I mean? I wanna, if I ain't doing this, I was doing something earlier, right? So I'm over here live streaming the Digimon stuff. I'm over here getting the team ready on there. That's beside the point, because that's a live stream. You know what I'm saying? Get the live stream going, get the hours in there, get the content going, put it in the playlist, get all the logistics right. The Beyblade stuff is interesting because I was doing that. I did that for a year. I locked into that for a year. Any leftover stuff is leftover stuff. But what we had done this weekend, I made sure I documented that. But I didn't document too much, man. I got like a minute and a half worth, and I made sure that minute and a half was documented. So you'll see that Wednesday night. Wednesday night, you're going to see week 34 of Beyblading at Tabletop Village. So that's what we've been doing. on this side over here. That's something that we do every week, more or less. And yeah, man, I'm just locked in right now as much as possible. You know what I mean? The crazy thing is, this kind of energy, it's really low. And then the moment I go to like work tomorrow, the moment I just start doing a little bit of things where I'm moving my body because it's a labor job, that's when everything starts getting activated. That's when I start to wake up. You know what I mean? Motion is medicine, man. They say that a lot. Motion is medicine. You said you like the hat. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Love and appreciation, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. I just decide so every now and again. Sometimes before I leave the house, I struggle with what I want to wear. Like but I have the hoodies on a cycle, so I keep the hoodies in like a cyclical. Um, I wore this one last time, so now I'll try this one. Go to this, I'll go to that one. So that's pretty normal. Now, in terms of like when it starts to get more cold, bro. When it starts to get more cold, like that's when I throw on the down jackets or like the joint that I got from what do you call this? Army surplus. Army surplus be having some good shit. So if you have an army surplus store in your area, what I'm saying, go ahead and spend some money over there, man. Get like a bomber jacket or something like that. Keep you warm throughout the winter time. That's if it's cold where you're at. Some people don't have food and water, so remember that you are lucky. Some people aren't, but you are. Some people aren't. My bad. I guess I understand what you're saying. Some people aren't, but you are. Yeah. No, I'm grateful for all my advantages. You got to understand, and I take advantage of as much of my advantages as possible. You know what I mean? Doesn't necessarily mean I'm taking advantage of people. Obviously, I don't want to take advantage of people, but the simple fact that like I know what I have going for myself, I try to use it for the good, if not the better. It's easier said than done, obviously, but um, sometimes life will test you. People who are less fortunate or less whatever will try to test you because they want to be on your level sometimes, and that's not me to gas myself up. It's just me to recognize who I am sometimes. But it's interesting because I've had I was coasting for like a good couple of weeks or like a month of just having a sense of peace, and then it felt like there was one particular week where everyone was testing my peace of mind, and I was like, either I'm dealing with something internally or the universe itself is sending me some challenges right now. But I took it in stride, man. I took it as whatever it was. I handled it by continuing to be peaceful, continue to be peaceful because I don't know, man. Every choice got a consequence, man. I don't want to cave into the chaos like everyone else. Everyone is kind of caving into having a love hate relationship, like a strong. People have a lot like lately right now. People have been having a lot of strong hate for certain things. Doesn't matter what side of the fence you are. You're just hating on these people, hating on those people, and then people who have that, they have a strong love for something else. There's like it's a balance of hate and love. I'm just more about in terms of balance right now. I'm just trying to have a little more understanding on both sides of the fence, or just understanding for what the conflict is about. A lot of people are beefing with each other. Um, I mean, you know how it is, man. A lot of houses and a lot of households and families and friends are being divided based off of politics, interest, relationships, choices. All these things are just kind of affecting everyone's personal relationships, friend groups, family dynamics, things like that. And it's ugly, man. It's like there was a time period. I remember being a kid. You kind of just respect someone's it's just anyone's choice or whatever, and to a certain degree. And then now we're at a point where it's like everything's some form of argument or conflict, and I'm like, damn, there's a lack of understanding, if anything, lack of if it ain't that, it's like if it's not a lack of understanding, it's a lack of like empathy, something along those lines. And I don't know. I'm just seeing it. I'm observing it. Um, and in the meantime, that's why I'm saying I have to continually create the work on the side. I have to continuously create the live streams, if not the hour-long recordings of stuff. So, like I said, in order to stay kind of whatever, I gotta UFO just flew behind the tree. Hey, it's funny. I swear to God, I saw something over my shoulder for a second, and I think it was just that little light right there. But you might be right, man. You might be right. Low key. Also, we get a lot of planes over here, which is funny. A lot of planes fly to and from. So hopefully, I get a good. You might be right, man. I'm not denying what you're saying, but yeah, it's interesting, man. So, but no, I think about that a lot. Where I'm like, as much as I'm trying to have this understanding with everything around me, within myself, I have to continuously work. So, the only like I don't want to sit there and battle and conflict or have conflicts with people. I want to sit there and like resolve the conflict within myself, whether it's like my own personal grief, my own personal, what I'm saying, feelings about self, or how I rate my, what I'm saying, like rating my own personal growth, if not value or whatever, things like that. Um, and then just work on it and just put the thing in. You know what I'm saying? They pick certain people, the chosen ones. UFO, hey man, tell them to pick me up, bro. You are the gifted one, right? Tell them to come pick me up. I'm trying to see what's going on up there. You know what I'm saying? It's tragic over here right now. You know, they pick certain people, the chosen ones. Man, hey, let me know, man. Let me know what they got to offer too, man. If they got an abundance of food, man, I'll take some food up there. You have the glow. All right, I'll take. Yeah, you might be right, man. I don't know what you mean by that. Um, you should go inside because you're probably getting bit up. Bit up. What do you mean bit up? I don't know about that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not getting bit up, but okay. Yeah, man. But no, it's pretty chill right now. So let me check my surroundings and make sure I don't get bit up by ants or bugs or anything. There's no bugs over here right now. I was gonna say like Bruce Leroy. That was the only reference I knew. That was the only reference I knew. The Last Dragon. Yeah, man. Bro, I haven't seen that. You know, it's funny. I haven't seen that movie in hella long. And then one of my aunts a couple of years ago was showing my niece because my niece didn't know about Bruce Leroy. And he's like, "Who the hell? I know Bruce Lee, but who's Bruce Leroy?" So my aunt was showing my niece that movie. And the thing was, they're saying these references, and I was like, "Bro, I know the reference, but I hadn't seen that shit since I was a kid." So, but I thought about that shit, bro. Vanity was gorgeous. Yeah, that's interesting. There was Vanity, and then there was another girl from back in that 80s 90s like sitcom era. I forget her name, but it was basically it was forget her name, bro. Because I haven't seen these shows in hella long, but it wasn't like Claire from Cosby Show or some shit like that. Yeah, right. There you go. It's better than Karate Kid 1985. Yeah, Karate Kid had it's had its moments. You know, I get it. The youngest. I don't remember. Yeah, it's interesting because I'm like I'm close. I'm also close to the same age as God damn. So Claire Huxtable, that's who it was, like Claire Huxtable. But then I'm close in age to fuck is her name, bro? What is oh my god, what is Uncle Phil's last name in the Fresh Prince? Because they're not Smiths. It's Carlton Banks. Banks, my bad. So Ashley Banks, like I'm close in age to Ashley Banks. So she was a kid on TV when I was like a little kid. But like growing up, you think about Ashley Banks a lot. That's another person. Show enough. Yeah, man. I haven't seen that movie in so long. That's crazy to think about. A lot of these movies, back then, yeah, I think about this shit where I'm like, I've seen so much shit as a kid. I've heard so much music as a kid. I couldn't even tell you all the ins and outs because I was just living life to some degree. Not like I was living the best life, but because I was going through, good and bad at the same time. I don't really remember a lot of things. You know what I mean? There's certain things that stick in my mind for some reason, but it was because I got to a certain age, like maybe like 4 or 5. That's when memory really started to get a little better. But I have visual memory of things, but I don't have like the like there's so many movies I've seen, but I don't have the actual line retention. I would remember it right after watching the movie, if that makes sense. Like let's just say we got done watching like Good Burger or something. If we got done watching Good Burger, I would have all the lines memorized right after watching it. But if you ask me right now, I don't remember shit. It's crazy. Like I don't remember nothing. Like everything from all that and everything from uh all that Kenan and Kel and all those shows. If you had like I don't know how to explain it. Like if you like right after watching the show, I would have everything memorized, like all these lines and shit. But then just right now, I just don't. But Fresh Prince, I have it more memorized because I've seen it more recently. If that makes sense. She dated your old friend Jonathan. Interesting. He was an actor. Damn, he took like 2000. It sucks. He dated the chick from Fresh Prince. You auditioned with him. Interesting. That's crazy. Well, rest in peace. Well, rest in peace, your friend Jonathan. Excuse me. Yeah, make sure I got the name right. That's crazy. Yeah, man. You living down in Cali? Is that what it is? You down in SoCal? I know a lot of people. Almost damn near everyone I met, he was in the Neverending Story 2. I don't even remember that Neverending Story 2. I don't know if I remember that one. You got to break that down for me a little bit. See if I jogs my memory. Yeah, there was one movie. It was like a dude who went from like book to book. Was that The Page Master? I can't remember. Um, but it was some movie that I used to watch a lot, and I just really enjoyed having it in the background while I would play in the living room and shit. But I don't remember shit. Even like the whole I don't know if it was Polly or something. The one with the parrot. Hella movies, bro. Like I remember all like if you would show me these, I remember them. Even the one where they had to kill the mutant pigs and shit. There's like hella movies from the 90s, I remember. He was in It, 91. Interesting. Valley 818. Yeah, 818, man. I can't remember. Who was it that always shouts out the Valley 818? There's a comedian that always shouts out 818 the Valley. I forget who it is. You probably know since you're from there, but it's some comedian. Sidekicks with Rodney Dangerfield. Maybe. I'm not gonna be able to. The point I'm making is like in my childhood, I had a combination. I don't know the name of the dude, but there's a dude that's from the Valley 818, but he would always shout it out in his comedy his routine, like his stand up. He would do stand up and he would be like the Valley 818. He would just shout it out. I remember like I think it was Rogan or somebody bringing this up. They're like, yeah, we love that he would shout it out because no one knew about that, but it was just his thing. It was just like his thing. Um, yeah, it's somebody in the industry or someone that did a lot of open mics that was bringing it up. It was either him or Joey Diaz. It's one or the other. Probably both. Lives in Burbank. Yeah, but what I'm saying is there was a dude who there's a comedian. It probably was Rodney Dangerfield. I don't exactly know. I don't really know, but that's all I think about is like that shout out that the person would do. But no, what I was saying with my childhood for like 90s, like that mid 90s, I experienced a lot of stuff. I just don't really like what do you call this? I don't retain a lot of things, you know, for obvious reasons. I was just going through shit, like actual shit at the time. So it's weird. I only remember like certain good things or like shows that made me feel like there was hope or some weird shit, which is hilarious. Your boy Jamie Kennedy. So Jamie Kennedy's from over there too. Interesting. Yeah, Joey Diaz is the guy, man. You read his book? It's funny because when you read his book, you realize I don't know, man. It's a different Pauly Shore. It might have been Pauly Shore. It might have been Pauly. Joey Diaz's book. If you listen to the podcast or his interviews enough, it's like you pretty much have the story. You know what I mean? I think the book it has a little more detail on certain things, kind of his probably more his young upbringing, but he's also kind of like how do I explain this? Like it's more detail. You know what I mean? It's more detail. He explains a lot more of the how do I explain it? It's more detail in order because usually he'll tell the stories compartmentalized. So he'll talk about his dad, he'll talk about his stepdad, he'll talk about like his mom, he'll talk about like his uncles that he just saw beat up people on the bridge and shit like that. Like you know, he gets into detail about this stuff. But like, or sorry, he'll compartmentalize certain things and talk about it based on what's being brought up topic wise in a certain conversation. In the book, it tells you all of it in order because he's kind of telling his whole story in order, which is pretty cool. So it kind of gave me a little more contextualization of this happened first, that happened next, this happened. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but he has a pretty good book, man. I remember finishing that book. I was like, that's interesting. It had a lot of different details that I've always heard in like sections or whatever. Backdrop is amazing. Backdrop is amazing. I mean, I guess so. It's better in the daytime, man. It's better in the daytime. To the right, we got these trees that are like more yellow and brown leaves right now. You know, because it's fall, so it's like it's that crispy fall weather, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then we got these other ones. We got the evergreen trees and others. Just shit like that, man. So we doing all right. That's the thing about when you're up here, man. You got a lot of good vegetation throughout the year. Or, just like trees or just clean air. Just it's always clean air, crispy clean air, no matter what season. Even in the summertime, the evergreens never wither, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Smart cat, good heart, be careful. It's strange times, bro. It's strange. We need good people like you to strive. I'm trying my best. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying my best. And it's funny because I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just trying my best, man. That's it. Every day I wake up, man. I gauge where I'm at. I try to put the best of myself out there, and then apply the work, man. Doing better at self care. That's the other thing, man. Because I used to put so much work in for other people. You know how that go. And it came to a point where I'm like, you got to put the same effort into yourself, and it's a slow compound. It's a slow grind, if you will. Pause. You know what I'm saying? It's slow, but it is slow and steady wins the race. What I say. And it's funny because I remember bringing this up at work. You got one dude, he'd be fronting all the time, man. He acted like he wasn't on bullshit, but it was like, bro, everybody, when we enter the job, man, we all start off going strong, going hard, pause on all that, and it's like, and he's acting like he understood slow and steady. I was like, nah, man, we all go through it. I'm telling you, we all try to pick up the pace in the beginning. You know what I mean? We always try to pick up the pace in the beginning. That's how we all start. And we realize, man, it's like I was telling some other people this. It's a dude older than me, and a couple people younger than me. I was like, the energy and the effort you put into here it's nothing compared to you might have seen the plane over there too, but it's nothing compared to the effort and work you put outside of work. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with putting effort into work. You know, there's nothing wrong with being a valuable person to the job because it's your job. You want to keep the job. You want to be a valuable person to that job. You don't want to be let go for not being shit. And it's like, yeah, it pays you, but then what you do with that money and what you do with your time outside of it is way more important, way more valuable. What you do for yourself, way more valuable. And it's harder. Again, back to like what you're saying, strange times we're living in. I mean, it's more difficult times for people, man. It's strange because I couldn't wait to get to this certain age, right? Like right now, if not like 10 years ago, because I was seeing my cousin live through it, and she was having her own place. She got her own car. She was living her life. And then, as soon as we got to that age, which was like 11, 12 years later, it's like, it's not the same. It's not the same. Like the price of certain stuff is going up. The cost of doing certain things, the cost of certain down payments is going up. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily fair. And it's not going to stop me either, though. It's not going to stop me from trying my best. But you have that mixed with a couple of setbacks personally, you know what I'm saying, having to bury in this. All right, it says it's moving. It said it's moving. So it says we still got connect. I'm just over here on the refresher. All right, so let's see what happens. I gotta make sure. That used to be one of my favorite illest spots. I used to be out there. It's funny. It's actually better on the late night. When I'm over at that spot at the late night, it's a whole lot better. And I say that because less plane traffic, actually. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, less plane traffic. I mean, obviously that goes without saying. Certain time of the day, 10, 11 o'clock. That's not to say that some flights don't leave around 12:30, 1 o'clock and shit. Because, you got to get there around 10, 3 hours early. That's not to say that that doesn't happen. But, yeah, man. Being out there last time, man. And I might have to bring camera up and off in the next spot. Next time. What's crazy too is so I'd say like this, after 12 hours from the ending of a live stream, you get a chance to see the fully processed version of a certain live stream that you did or completed. So the basketball one, they give you, after the processing, they give you the thumbnails you can use. There's like 3 thumbnails you can use, like a beginning, middle, a beginning, a middle, and an end for thumbnails. And in at least 2 of them, these people just stood. I don't know if it's the timing. It could just be the timing. But like I seen them from afar, just standing in front of my camera. And I was like, I hope this lady wasn't trying to get some attention or some weird shit. Again, that's just me thinking negatively, low key. But I'm like, I hope she wasn't doing that shit. And I think she was. I think she just kind of went out of her way to just stand in front of my shit. And I was like, it's there. The camera's there. I'm trying to just face it towards me at the basket. That's why it's at an angle. I'm at an angle because, but I get it though. Because now I think about it, she was the mother of the kids over there. So like, she's like, this better not be no funny shit, which is fair. But I'm like, damn, bro, come on. But I will say at that park, because the bench is at a weird angle and me propping it up on the bench, I will say, I had to like prop it up a certain way, and then I had to go like, what do you call this? Like, I had to go. I didn't get a chance to review how I was on in the background. Usually, when I pick the thumbnail, if I get a good shot of me like doing a shot or something like that, like doing not a layup, but like a mid-range shot, then it kind of is a good thing. But I wasn't able to get that, so it was just me. That's what I'm saying. It was just me looking at the camera once. That was like the first one, and then the next 2, the middle and the end, there was 2 people standing in front of it. Matter of fact, the middle one was the lady standing in front of the camera. The third one was the dog. It was like somebody walking a dog. So I'm not too mad at it. It is what it is, man. I'm not too upset. It's just what happens, really. But yeah, I don't know, man. I might sit here and do the like, I don't need to, but I might grab the quesadilla. Not gonna lie to you. Your boy back to making money. Why not? Why not spend it? That's my mentality. Why not spend it? So here we go, man. Going to check on them things. because I like eating at that spot. I like the food there. Today's Monday. Oh shit, never mind. Damn. All right, so I might do a double thing. I might do two, man. I might do two. I'll tell you like this. I might go over there. I might do quesadillas tonight. And then, we might have to hit the Taco Tuesday tomorrow. In theory. In theory, we might hit the Taco Tuesday tomorrow. Also, I'm at the very end of Digimon. Like, I was sitting there live streaming the joint, and I'm like, you know what? We're getting there. Be like right here. You know? I don't know if the team is ready yet. I think the team is strong enough. We got the right attacks. We got the right balance. It just comes down to whether or not I want to do it. I got to think about this shit, man. Yeah. So that's what's going on here. And it feels, actually, I'm going to say something else funny, man. On some styling shit, it's like we had the blue and the navy going. This morning, I was like, man, we might as well grab the ones because it is navy and gray. Like, it kind of matches up. But then something told me, I was like, bro, I feel like I'm going to be walking a little bit today, whether I'm walking slow or not. Get the New Balances going, bro. So I pulled those out. I'm not explaining, man. My feet been comfortable all day, man. Feet been comfortable all day. Like, my legs aren't too strained. My feet aren't like, you know what I mean? Because the thing about the ones that I have, it's like the 85 Georgetowns, to my understanding. I didn't call them the 85 or the 86 Georgetowns. And I'm like, the dude at the shop where I bought it from, he was telling me about it. And he was like, yeah, it's this, then the third. And they got the little card inside. I was like, man, I guess that makes the shit legit. I don't really know. I guess this legitimizes the shoes. I couldn't really tell you, I'm not an expert. And he goes, yeah, it's that 88 whoop wop. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna just buy these, fuck it. And he told me the price. It was actually out of my range, but I still spent on it. It's one of those, you already made a decision. So, hey, man, let's stand on it. I ain't gonna lie, though. If he said like 500 and up, I wouldn't have spent on it. I'm like, you know what, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not that kind of guy. For a pair of shoes, I don't think I want to go over 200 or 300. You know what I mean? Like, you really shouldn't even go over 50, realistically. You think about how cheap these shoes are made, you really shouldn't go over that much. You really shouldn't. But this is the world we live in. And also, like, if I was ever in the future, like a designer of any kind, and I was selling shoes, like, yeah, I would like to be the guy that said I could sell things for 25 bucks. But it's like, yeah, you'll never get over that price range now. You'd have to make a whole new brand. That's the rule of thumb for business, man. It's unfortunate times we live in, but if the money's there and people can spend it, people will spend it. That's what's crazy. I don't know if America will hit a recession. And if it does, man, it's really going to come down to like a final 10 to 15% that are at the top. Just living it. And the concept of philanthropy, anyone that's over here donating $1 million, that's like a 1% of, I don't even want to say 1% of revenue. That's different. 1% of like holdings. You know what I'm saying? 1% of assets. Anyone worth 100 million is spending 1% on philanthropy, which is crazy. Just think about that, man. If your checks are three figures, when you tip, most people will tip $1. That's like 1%. That's 1%. Think about it. So people are doing the same thing philanthropically. They're doing 1%. Because no one's donating out of the range, bro. That's a crazy concept. But these are numbers, man. You don't want to place a value on yourself based off of that number. Everyone keeps talking about all this shit's gonna take a turn on the head. There's people who have wishful thinking for it. They're damn near manifesting and commanding that for people. But I can't really say that. I mean, I don't want to say I can't say that. I just don't know everyone's situation. I don't know who really earned it. Some people will pay all day. Some people will pay the price all day, and I'm like, I'm not in either boat. I'm not in either boat, man. I'm not quite there yet. All these years on this earth, it ain't as much as an elderly person, but just looking back, I'm like, yeah, I made all the right decisions, more or less. In the long run, all the right decisions, more or less. But it's like, here we are still, you know what I'm saying? Same place, same time. Find a little bit of ease, now we got to get out of the cycle. It's just that simple for me. But it ain't easy. It's just really not that easy. You know, you can't guarantee the ease of it. Again, I haven't done it yet. I haven't shown it, but I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it, man. I'm not too worried about it. I'll tell you like this, man. Cold nights like this, I'm over and done with, man. Moving on. Sooner we activate, bruh. Sooner we get activated. Get out of there. There's no more the colder winters and stuff, you know? No more of that stuff. You gotta be home no more. They gotta be open. It's Monday. They gotta be open. I'm here to check. Yeah. They gotta be open. Yep. I see the lights. I see the lights. All right. I'm gonna keep it simple, man. I'm gonna keep it simple today. Keep it simple today. I need to start coming through here earlier, because that way we get a little more light, you know, before sunset. And also, one of my guys who drops his kids off at the boxing gym, he pulls up over here sometimes, man. You know, he's going up here sometimes, so I gotta say what's up to him. I could just call and text this dude, honestly, but it's a different experience. You know, we got a different type of experience when you actually just say what's up to people, you know, face to face or whatever. And that's the better thing, you know. How's it going? How you doing? So always good. I'm gonna do a quesadilla today, bro. There we go. Let me see what they got for drink. Actually, I might not need nothing. Keep it simple with the can. Keep it simple with the can. Yeah. There we go. All right. How's it going? Can I just do the case? Oh, sorry. I'll just do the quesadilla, please. Pollo. Mm-hmm. And one Sprite. Yeah. Put this down. Segment flip cam. There we go. Say it again. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna post up. Probably will do a little quesadilla mukbang low key. Yeah, let's see if it's like lit right here. I'm gonna be right under. Fuck it, I'm gonna go right under. Are you going right under? Let's prop it up. Let's check it out. Let's see. Let's see. Problem with them spots like this, man, they don't even like really clean up like that. But it's whatever. It's fine. That's why most people do the grab and go. But you know, I'm at a different time here. Quesadilla should be easy to cook. So I'm gonna be out here for a minute. Not too long, basically, not too long. Grab the food. We'll see, man. Nobody's really tuned in, though. Let's be honest. Nobody's really tuning in right now. You know, if somebody dropped in and said what's up, I might stick around. But I might just take it home. We'll see. When that shit starts ringing off, I'm gonna be like, let me grab a bag. Actually, take that shit home. Just chill out. Cause I don't waste too much energy, man. Like I say, no, hey, don't get me wrong. I love and appreciate everyone that dropped in. Let me go backwards real quick. JJ was good. Jackson, the gifted one. Ricky Jones said what's up. And the gifted one stayed locked in. So that's what I mean is like, shout out to the people that said what's up, because it wouldn't be nothing without you guys, man. But I'm very much, if people stick around and chat it up, I'll stick around and chat up too. But right now, I utilize my time the best as possible. Whoever left me the like, whoever dropped in, appreciate you, man. Feel free to say hi if you like. Otherwise, I'll probably wrap up. I was just gonna get a quesadilla, eat it on live, just chill out for a second. But if that's not the case, I'm out. I'll just take my shit, go home. But either way, you know what I'm saying. Let me check something too. Yeah, I got the Twitch notifications. I like tuning in, watching people go live. Don't matter if it's Twitch or YouTube. Yeah, anybody going live. Matter of fact, let me see who went live, man. Yeah, I might check them out. Some people, they're a lot better when they're on YouTube, but people who drop in and hit the like, man, like I say, man, I'll leave it at that. I'll take what I can get, right? I'm grateful either way. As long as we hit the 40 plus point, I'm good. Really, sit there, hit the live stream, and I'll make it happen from there. It is cold though. I thought I'd be warmer down here. I mean, I'm downhill, but I thought I'd be warmer down here. Because like having car traffic and shit like that. But it's just colder. It's just colder. Yeah. See, man. Cop car going left. Where you going? You going straight down? I'm confused. Like, why did if you have the sirens going as a cop car, why would you turn it off and then go to the red light and wait? It's like it's not hella traffic. I get it. Like you have the right of way. Everyone hears your sirens and they get out the way for you. You have the right of way. So I don't know if he was trying to just get through traffic. That's my theory, at least. Drake Boyd, what's going on, bro? What's going on, man? Appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Let me know if you're hanging out or not, man. I'm just waiting on an order. I ordered some quesadillas. Oh, it is. I'm just chilling right now. Let me know, man. Cool shirt. Hey, this is Solarin, man. Look him up. Look him up on YouTube and Twitch tonight. Solarin, Sularin. This is Solarin. I'm not sure how he pronounces it, but look up Solarin, man. He's a Twitch streamer. He plays games. He plays RPGs a lot. He's gonna be doing more than likely he'll be doing what do you call this? Stardew Valley tonight. But Solarin, Sularin. That's my guy. But I supported his brand by getting his merch basically. How am I doing? I'm doing all right, man. It's getting colder outside. I guess I felt a little bit of fatigue today, getting a lot of work done, getting a lot of stuff done, and yeah, man. I don't know. It didn't catch up to me necessarily, but I started to feel it, and I was like, yeah, no amount of coffee is really gonna undo this, and I probably just need to stretch a little bit. I probably just need to stretch the body a little bit. Pause. You know what I mean? Body feeling a little like joints a little tight here and there, so I might just have to get the body right, get my energy back together. Oh, it's I realized, so the wind blew the shit out of this shelter. That's why it looks like the tables are off center, which is crazy to think about because the sandbags are destroyed. But how you been, Drake? Drake Boyd? Am I saying that correctly? How you been, man? If you're still hanging out, let me know if you're still there. Let me know if you're still chilling, bro. We're staying warm out here for the most part. When I get that salsa verde, that warm shit, that hot shit, it's gonna keep me warm. You got a computer? So when you say computer, are you saying like a tower and a monitor, or are you saying like a laptop? That's pretty good though. Yeah, it's nice to get. Oh shit! It's nice to get the computer. I'll be right back in a second. My soda right there. Hope nobody fuck with it. Hope nobody fuck with it. Gotta keep looking back. You gotta go all the way around the fence to get the can. Doing amazing. That's good to hear, man. I'm trying to get there. Salsa verde, please. Verde, yes, please. I'll eat it here. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's the one joint. Laptop. Oh, it's a laptop. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get to that consistent, amazing. You know what I mean? Living a good life. I got to set that up for myself, And the good always comes with the bad, right? But I'm trying to get better at She said balsa. Balsa means bag, I guess. But yeah, man, I'm trying to get to that point a little bit. Let me just prop up here, man. Boom, there it is. You got Discord? Nice, man. Yeah. Did you not have Discord before? Because I never thought about that. I really thought about that. Like you weren't on there before? Yeah, I was hesitant. I remember when I first joined, I was like, I'm not sure if I want to make a Discord or join. I forgot what made me join. It was probably like I think my brother or somebody like, yeah, use it to get like access to certain channels for Pokemon. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I think I made one during that time period. I could be wrong. If it wasn't that, then it was something related to like my old shout out to my friend Earthra and or the other Lilith or Lily, I should say. But yeah, they kind of put me onto that stuff like early. Let me hit the lime right here. I don't even know if I'm gonna use the lime actually. I don't think I will. Not tonight. So you got. Oh, you have to get it again. That's interesting. Yeah, man. Oh man, let me hit the sour or yeah, what is it? Sour cream. I'll put that on first, man. I'll be throwing that joint on top, and then I'll just eat from there. So here we go, man. Quesadilla mukbang joint, and did one of these in a minute. I don't think we haven't sat around in a while either. That's probably why. You know, it's been a minute since we just sat around. Do you want to add me? I don't know if I do. To be honest with you, I'll be honest with you. You can add me though. I mean, you could shoot me a thing. I don't know if my Discord's up there. I don't know if my Discord's up there. That's a good question. Like, are you talking about like a server? You got like a server or something? I don't even know. I'm lucky trying to have less servers and less stuff to look at. If I'm being honest, you know what I mean. Sometimes I get distracted because Discord's a form of social media, so I use it for certain stuff, but I don't try to live on there. I mainly just do it for like make sure you got protein. Yeah, I gotta get the protein, man. I mainly use it for like keeping up with certain stuff I have to moderate, but I don't really like being on there if that makes sense. But hopefully that makes sense, bro. Well, there's a couple of people I added from the live streams. I think before. Well, they found me or something. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, you sent me something? Hold on. I'll see if it goes through. Let me know if you got it, or let me know if you sent it or something. Mm-hmm. Hey, man. Oh no, the line. Yeah. Were you saying like a server? Is that what you're saying, or just like a friend request? Well, I don't know, man. We'll see. If it goes through, I'll check it out either way. Let's see, man. Need to add it? Okay, I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, because it's a form of social media, I try to be on it less as possible. I have one server where I'm a moderator. I was made to be a moderator, or two of them technically. So I just check on shit over there. Uh, if that makes sense. That's my logic, though. If I get contacted less or spoken to less, I get a chance to take care of my stuff better. You know what I mean? So yeah. 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 Try to look up basically the name of this channel. Just look that up. I forget what I put on mine. Yeah. Sometimes I forget the name. Let me know if you find it. Yeah, the green sauce is hitting tonight. Yeah, let me know if you find it. Yeah, I'll let you know if I see it. Yeah, man, we'll see. Should be sent. All right. I'll let you know if I receive it. Just get that green sauce up in there. Oh, we should have got two, but it's all right. Yeah, man. What's going on with you, Drake Boyd, in life, though? Everything good on your end, man? You said you were doing amazing, but what's going on over there, man? I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I get so caught up in my own day to day, I be missing out on the small things here and there. I need to start reaching back out to people a little more. I'm not tripping either way. You know? I don't even know if bro's still there, but if you still are, man, let me know. My bad. I had to challenge the quesadilla. You know? Yeah, man. That's probably about to be cold. Hold on, let me go on mute. I want to be blowing my nose on the live, bro. Trying to be mindful and shit. It was good talking, but you gotta go, keep being amazing. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. You know, I'm trying out here myself. You know, I appreciate you dropping in as always. Yeah, I guess everyone else I dropped in. You know, I'm just feeling the fatigue today. Like, might not be my best self. I don't want to overthink the unnecessary stuff. Sometimes I can't help it. You know, put that right there ish. Yeah, right there ish. Crack the soda open. We got up in here, man, creeping on me. I just start creeping on me. Right behind me and shit. We're gonna see what's going on with this bullshit. Who we got, man? Go ahead, the tinted windows. We were talking, but I gotta keep. Oh yeah, okay. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, buddy. Sprite is like the icing on the cake. Quesadilla never fails, man. They do it just right. That shit just right every time. I don't know how to explain it. If it ain't here, man, there's another spot, a couple blocks up. I think I went there one time after basketball. Actually, went there one time, and the thing about it was they were having music in the background, so the actual stream got vlogged, which is or flagged, which is funny. Trying to see who's pulling up. But no, I might have to go back there one time. Like, I'm really cool with the people there. You know, not like in the best way possible, but you know, just on some. They like when I come by to eat, spend money there. But I will say, I didn't want to make them uncomfortable with the camera out because I was over here talking to somebody, talking to a friend on the live, and then yeah, that's it. I was just, you know, I don't want to be the type of guy walking around with a camera all the time and inviting unnecessary energy and shit. You know, sometimes I gotta take a break from all this as well for myself. It ain't easy. Definitely ain't easy. Let me check some. Yeah, check them notifications in a second. You know, all the shit strangely be lining up in a weird way, don't it? April Sailor, what's going on? Appreciate it. Thank you for dropping in. Damn. How you doing, April? How you doing tonight? I just got done eating. I don't know if you were here earlier or if you dropped in earlier, but yeah, I just got done eating quesadilla. So we're just posted up right now eating. Excuse me. How you doing tonight though? Or I don't even know what time zone it is where you're at. Chugging a Sprite out here. Check on things in a bit. Hold on, man. Yeah. It's been chill, man. Dang, all this happened within a span of what time is it right now? Almost 6. So I think around 6 I'm gonna get moving. But even around that time, it's like uh, 6 in the morning here. I was still in bed, but in the 12-hour span, just getting a lot of work done, more or less. You know, a lot of work done. That Saturday was probably the best. Saturday was the best because it was like 4 videos and well, you know, 2 simultaneous streams back to back kind of thing. So I was able to do both at the same time. So it was like four within a 2.5 hour span, which is a really good thing to do. So I need to create more time to do that more often, you know. Just locked in. Like I say, for the next couple months, we're gonna be locked in. And yeah, bro, it makes the most sense to go down south. That's the crazy part too. I be thinking about that, man. Find that and make that happen. I want to do a couple things before I go. I don't make enough money though. It's gonna be a setback financially. Actually, I'm still trying to get this weekend job. I need to look into that. I might do that when I go home. Just look out for that weekend shit. The other day, I almost thought like my time might be done at my current job. I'm like, I don't know if I want to be around this shit. But it's easy going, man. It has its moments where it'd be pretty chill. And then we had a raise recently, which is actually dope. So, yeah, man, I was happy about that. I felt real good about that. You know, Sprite's killed. Here it is, man. That garbage and recycle. Let's just go ahead and take care of everything. La basura. Hey, man, we using that word too. That's what's crazy. Use that word too. You know, have the recycle on. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. We're heading it back now. You know, it's great. So I say this all the time, man. The quesadilla is like 13 something. The torta is 14 something. It's literally just $1 more, and you get a lot more stuff. But in my mind, I'm like, do I need that right now? I think we want to be a little more easygoing. I feel like it's a lot more cheese in the quesadilla for obvious reasons. I mean, queso. Queso is in the name. It's in the name. You know? Oh, yeah. Hey, let's see if we can cross the street without getting ran over. Hella traffic. Who going left? Who going right? I don't even care. Yeah, he going left. Yeah, man. There it is, bruh. There it is, man. Wrap it up for you right there. We're going back to the crib. Sit there and I'm gonna check who's on Twitch doing live streams. I'm gonna check on them, see what's going on. Shout out to and he knows who he is, man. Dude is being a creep. Shout out to the bro. I don't know if he's here on the live, man. If you're here, if you dropped in at any point being a creep, bro, shout out to you. Hopefully you keep on creating some content. We'll see how that go. I don't know if he is. He might just be some kid that just lurks around. But I actually met him in person in real life. Some weirdo shit. That's my, you know, he's a cool kid. He's a normal kid. But yeah, man, he found the channel. I gave it to him. I wrote it down for him. I should have got his name. He didn't even say what's up or nothing. But that's on me. Yeah, bro. We going through back streets as usual. About to hit it home. All right. Everyone that dropped in, love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm just doing my little check-in for tonight, for this evening. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace. I'm out.